Welcome to SBR TV. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the NFL Experts Roundtable that we do every week, previewing a handful of games from the NFL card. Right now, we are going to take a look at some of the games from the Sunday card and the Monday Night Football game from NFL Week 12. We are joined once again by returning guest Scott Kellen from SixCentSports.com and Dave Golikoff, senior sports columnist from AskMen.com. Guys, thanks for being here again.
Thanks for having us.
All right, let's start off with the game that Scott wanted to talk about, because to me it's the most interesting line on the card, and that's Denver at San Diego. Denver, of course, is looking pretty iffy on the field, but they've been winning and covering, and I thought that their line last week against the Jets was one of the best lines, one of the most obviously best lines on the card. And they're playing San Diego, who comes from the other game that I thought that was obviously great last week. After talking to Dave Golikoff about it against the Bears, San Diego is in shambles. They're not buying into Norv Turner. They're looking pretty sad on the field, and they are losing and getting ATS losses.
Yeah, I do like Denver. I don't have much of an opinion on the total, but I'll continue to say what I've been saying here for the last couple of weeks. I think with Tebow and obviously the style they're playing, it's going to be pretty hard to take overs in their games until he shows that he can throw the ball, or I suppose maybe they get blown out in the game. But I like Denver. 3 weeks ago I had a situation that was pretty good on them against Oakland. I laid off them because I was not a Tim Tebow fan. I'm still not a real Tim Tebow fan. I mean, obviously they don't throw the ball well, but their scheme is working. So they're 4-1 straight up with Tebow now. And both teams qualify in situations for me, so that kind of negates it. But I make San Diego only a 2-point favorite here. So I think there's tons of value with Denver in this game. I've gone against San Diego numerous times this year. They're banged up on the offensive line. I haven't seen the status for injuries yet this week, but they could be potentially missing as many as 3 offensive linemen. Denver's been in most of their games this year. Their only blowout losses were at Green Bay, and that was again before the so-called Tebow era. They did get blown out against Detroit, which Tebow played, but that was before they went to this scheme of this option-type style that they're using right now. So they always have the ability to get blown out, especially if they get behind early, because I don't know if they're built to come back. But they can limit the possessions to the other team with Tebow running the ball. That's also greatly enhanced their defense. Their defense is getting rested and healthier anyway, so they're playing better. I just think it's way too many points for a bad San Diego team to be laying to a team like Denver that's playing very well, and they have their little system down now. It's not the best system in the world, but it's working for them, and they continue to get a bunch of points, and I think that's worth it.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. Dave Golikoff, you gave a fade of San Diego last week as a great pick, which I tailed big time, and just it's the Thanksgiving season, so I just want to take this opportunity to thank you again. Thank you so much for giving us that pick last week of Chicago, and it was much more of a fade of San Diego than it was a play on Chicago. Here we go again, San Diego. Now they're almost a touchdown favorite, but Denver is not the standard NFL team. It's kind of a tricky situation. Would you advocate for another fade of San Diego here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can say that Scott didn't tell us. All very good information. But, you look at these two teams, and they're really heading in complete opposite directions. On one hand, you have a Chargers team that's on a losing streak, that is losing faith in their head coach and losing faith in their quarterback, losing faith in their defense, and turning over the ball nonstop. On the other hand, you have a team that's gaining confidence in their head coach and coaching staff, gaining confidence in their quarterback, and playing very smart, taking care of the football, and giving themselves a chance to win each and every week. I don't see any reason why you lay points with San Diego at this point. My only other suggestion on the play here would be take the under, as you mentioned before, because Denver, with this style of running the football and pounding the ball, they've been dictating the pace. So I like Denver to pound it down San Diego's throat, just like Oakland did a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. And I like Denver to cover, and I like the under.